Welcome back, YouTubers, to our Night of Champions preview / thoughts video with us, the British Fist.
Ka-ching.
Or the Men in Black, as we shall now be known. Make sure you guys subscribe up above, of course, like this video, and get your thoughts on Night of Champions down in that comment section below.
Make sure you contact us in the link in the description box below.
I'm Mr. Parkin, dressed in black, and this guy sitting next to me, also dressed in black, is NJ.
What's up?
What's up, NJ? Let's start with this damn video. Right. First thing I want to ask you, NJ, is what is your initial thoughts on the build to this pay-per-view? Do you think it's been built up well, badly, average?
Okay, I'll quickly run through the matches. Like the Triple H CM Punk match, that's been built up for a while now, so I'm happy with that.
Yep.
Alberto and John Cena, not really. Randy Orton and Mark Henry, that's been built up for a while, I think. Pretty nicely done. The tag team over the last month, yes. Cody, Beth, 2 months, yes. The United States just been thrown there, really, and the IC just thrown there too. There we go. And now your thoughts.
Well, some of the matches I'm actually looking forward to. The tag match I'm looking forward to. It's a long time since I've had a tag match that I'm looking forward to. CM Punk Triple H I'm looking forward to. It'll be a great match. Orton and Mark Henry, I just love the way they're booking Mark Henry, so I'm looking forward to that. Del Rio Cena, have a couple of issues with. Kelly Beth Phoenix is a match I'm sort of looking forward to, and the 2 mid-card title matches have just been thrown in there, so you'll get more of my thoughts when we talk about each of the individual matches. The build has been somewhat average. Nothing great, nothing too bad.
No, but it's like a go-home pay-per-view. It's basically nothing special about this Night of Champions. It's not like one of the big pay-per-views. So...
Even though it's Night of Champions. Like,
yeah, but...
you'd have thought that WWE this would be an important one, wouldn't you?
It would.
Every title has to be on the line.
True. But anyway, let's get into it.
Let's get into it, because the first match we're going to talk about is a match which hasn't really been made yet, but we assume is going to happen, seeing as what we've just seen on SmackDown.
And I think WWE are just going to roll the dice for this match and announce Cody Rhodes versus Ted DiBiase.
And they have to. It's the only real possible opponent they have for Cody Rhodes for the Intercontinental Championship. So we saw on SmackDown, the go-home show SmackDown, that Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes now are in this rivalry that we know about. We know it's going to happen for a while. It's kind of like a Miz and A-Ride thing, isn't it? But with Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes. I do like this rivalry, but it's all been a bit last minute, hasn't it?
The way I see it is maybe they should tease this rivalry a bit more. They've just like done it on one shot, it's done. And I'm just thinking, yes, you have to do this because obviously it's a pay-per-view and Cody Rhodes needs an opponent. Yeah. But if it's for the championship, yes, and Ted DiBiase is going for the championship just like that, I'm not happy with that. 2 things I'll say here. Cody Rhodes at the moment is doing a good job as Intercontinental Champion. He's really making this championship be a little bit higher than it usually is, which is a prop. Another thing I will say is I feel WWE could have used some sort of filler feud here to help, you know, because I really wanted WWE to build this match in a couple of weeks before the pay-per-view. They could have had someone like maybe Justin Gabriel in there, and then after this pay-per-view, then built the Cody Rhodes Ted DiBiase thing to the next pay-per-view. Because that's a bit sad, because at the minute we have Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes have been tag partners, then these mentors, so a match for them to be against each other instead of being friends or tag partners would have been great, but now they have to throw it in for the last minute just so Cody and Ted can have a match at the pay-per-view. And
it really doesn't help the match itself. The match will be good. Let's remember these guys have great chemistry together. They're a tag team. The match will be good. It's just the build has been so last minute, and it's disappointing for a match like this, which we kind of want to see at a big pay-per-view, I feel.
Very true, but the way I see it now is Cody Rhodes is going to retain, and then they're going to continue. I don't think it's going to be over at the pay-per-view. They'll continue with this feud afterwards.
Hopefully they will, and it'll put Ted DiBiase over as a baby face and not just as a fucking stupid heel that does nothing.
True.
Right, next match we have is our US title match, which is a fatal 4-way. Dolph Ziggler versus Jack Swagger versus Alex Riley versus John Morrison, and this was fucking... you know, you had development of a rivalry between Ziggler and Swagger and A-Ride building up, you know, especially A-Ride for the first 2 weeks. Then we had Swagger and Dolph Ziggler revolving around Vicky Guerrero, and now we've had John Morrison thrown in there at the last minute. It's just like, what?
Before this last SmackDown, the SmackDown before, we were just saying triple threat, perfect match.
On Raw though, we were saying fatal 4-way, definitely, because John Morrison is just thrown in there. The thing I have about this match is not only was it very last minute, they could have announced it a lot sooner than they did, and I really wish they'd make feuds revolve around the belt and not around Vicky Guerrero. That really takes a lot out of this match for me.
The only one I can really see actually wanting the championship is Alex Riley, because I think for a while now he's been against Dolph Ziggler and he's been actually wanting to actually win it. So I think the whole Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler
will be separate.
Is separate, but I think A-Ride is actually going to want to go for the championship, and I think John Morrison maybe be there just be pinned.
I just wonder why they throw John Morrison in there. A slight suspicion of me thinks that they may have John Morrison win it, but whatever, there we go. It's not the best built match ever, but when is a mid-card match ever built well at a pay-per-view nowadays?
No, but our question is, who do we think is going to win?
I don't know. I really don't know. I just have no clue.
I would like to see maybe Dolph Ziggler retain.
Yes.
That would be a good idea.
Alex Riley would be a good winner, but who knows what they're going to do? Should we just move on to the next match? Because I think we know who's going to win this next match. Next match is for the Divas Championship. Kelly versus Beth Phoenix, and this rivalry has been going on for a long time, ever since the Divas of Doom have been formulated. One thing I will say though, to do with the build. Sorry, I cut you off there, but we've had good segments and we've had bad segments with the Divas, and I just expect Beth Phoenix to win this. She has to win this against Kelly.
There's two things about Beth Phoenix. Number one, she's had one match already, and she's put on a great fight against Kelly, because we did say that was a good match when the pay.
Yeah, it was a decent match, yes.
So I think they continue that and hopefully have another good match at Night of Champions. And also, there's something special about Night of Champions.
Where is it, NJ?
In Beth Phoenix's hometown, New York.
They might make Beth Phoenix win then, which will be good. I want Beth Phoenix to win this.
So a slight spoiler there, we think.
Yeah, maybe. But Beth Phoenix should win this just because the dominant heel should really be beating someone like Kelly, I feel, just at this pay-per-view.
It would be good, because definitely from then on, because most of the Divas are faces, so it would make numerous matches for the Divas to do.
Okay then, so next is the Tag Team Championship match, which is a match that usually we don't really know much about before the pay-per-view, because usually it's just thrown in there. But this tag team match, I am actually really looking forward to. We have Air Boom, Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne versus Miz and R-Truth, who I'm just going to call Awesome Truth. I'm really looking forward to this match. The build was okay. I think the build in the last 2 weeks has been very good. I've enjoyed their segments. I like the way they've established the tag teams, these 4 guys in tag teams together. I'm just really looking forward to this match. 4 good guys in the ring. Hopefully this will get enough time and it'll be a good match.
We have a face team and heel team, which is good, because obviously that's going to make an in-time match. And we have, yes, even though Miz and Archer have been thrown together, sort of thing, to make this happen, but so have Air Boom, they've been thrown together. So I think it's about actually thrown in tag teams. The way I see it, I'm kind of questioning who I think is going to win.
I'm not sure. I don't know either. I wouldn't mind either one winning, to be honest.
Because the way I see it, tell me if you agree with me.
Go on.
Air Boom, basically, they're just a newly crowned champion, so they should have a little run with it
and create a feud with Miz and
Truth. And R-Truth and Miz should win, because obviously it would be great for them, because they've had a nice build, and I think they would make great champs.
So the build to this is, for the last 2 weeks, has been good. I've enjoyed the build to this. I think this would be a good match. This is one of those matches I feel would be very suited to the middle of the card, just one of those 10-15 minute matches that we're all going to enjoy. So hopefully it'll be a good match. I really hope it does, for the sake of the tag team division.
And sadly, you say about the 15-minute match, we've had the great match on Raw. And then there was that match on SmackDown, which only got 2 minutes. So to add the minutes up, hoping, fingers crossed, we get a long match at the pay-per-view.
Same here. Because we only have 7 matches, so we kind of need these matches to last a lot of time. All the championships on the line, so therefore the next one is the World Heavyweight Championship match between Randy Orton and Mark Henry. And me and NJ have both loved the way how Mark Henry is being booked. Mainly because the amount of times we've seen Randy Orton booked as a monster babyface, and we finally see a heel being booked very strongly against Randy Orton, and that means, like I said on the SmackDown review, the fans feel that Orton has to overcome an obstacle, which is what a face has to do, and that draws money. And it's good how WWE are doing this. Could this be Mark Henry's time?
It could be, because after week after week after week, it's not been Orton actually coming out on top. It's been Henry. There's not been a time you think, Orton's got in there. No, it's always been Mark Henry come on top. So it's making us think, could he come on top one more time?
Yeah, who knows? I don't really know who's going to win this. Part of me thinks Mark Henry because of the way they've been booking him, but part of me thinks Orton because we all know what Orton's like.
I'm going to say, beneficially, maybe making a heel be the champion would be good.
Definitely, especially the way they've been booking him. If they don't make him win the championship, then that kind of booking might go as to nothing, but it might end in a DQ or something, we don't know.
I don't think Mark Henry would keep the championship long, but to give him after 15 years, it would be something great for Mark Henry.
Similar to what they did to Kane last year, wasn't it, really? Yep. Give him the title for 3 months. It's good.
It was good. So I think Mark Henry could benefit it from a while.
Okay, the next match we have is the WWE Championship match between Del Rio and John Cena. Now, while this match has had 3 weeks to develop, we missed a week because of Del Rio's visa issues. The first week they made him look very strong, which was good, and then the Go show they made him look like shit. And this really is an example of WWE booking their new champions really crap, like they did with Miz last year. And I really don't like the way they're booking Del Rio at the moment. And it means the build to this match has been really crap, because we've seen John Cena constantly come out on top. And I know Del Rio's going to retain, but I get the feeling John Cena is going to win just because of the way he's been booked in this damn feud.
That's true. Because I look at Del Rio and think, okay, you've been meant to be a champion since WrestleMania. You get the championship, good. But you need to know you've got the championship. Makes believe that you're actually going to be a great champion. And as Dan just said, recently, you've not actually shown... Yeah, you've attacked Cena, good.
That was first week, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that was good. We loved it. We marked out. Brilliant. Then it comes to...
because he hates Cena.
Then it comes to the go-home show. And what the hell happened? You look at Del Rio and think, what the hell? Cena comes out on top and he's like, yeah, you can't run at Night of Champions.
So, do you think this match will be any good? Because, I mean, Cena in the main event again for the title.
Well, they did make a point, Del Rio can't run, so hopefully we're going to see a strong side to Del Rio.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll book Del Rio as a heel champion. John Cena in the main event again. A lot of people will see this as quite bad, the same old shit. But I guess John Cena is the kind of guy who really needs to be there to put a guy like Del Rio over. I mean, who else could they really put against him at the moment?
No, and so I'm just saying that this match should be good, and hopefully we're going to see Del Rio the way we want to see him.
Yeah, maybe a cheap win. I'm guessing it'll be some sort of cheap win, cheating way or something. I'm guessing that's the way it's going to be done.
And they continue the feud after that too. Yeah.
I just know they won't let Del Rio be Cena clean. I know that for a fact. Next match we have is what we feel is going to be the main event, just because of the way it's been built, the way it's been concentrated on Raw and SmackDown,
and the big storyline too.
Yes, we have Triple H versus CM Punk in a feud which has been going on since SummerSlam, a no disqualification match in which if CM Punk wins, Triple H resigns as the COO of the WWE. The build to this has been great. We know that. But what do you expect from this match? Do you think Kevin Nash will interfere?
Well, I expect there's going to be a good match because we know Punk's been putting on good matches recently, so I'm expecting another good match.
Oh, it will be.
Triple H getting back into wrestling since WrestleMania, so I'm expecting them to put on a good fight. But then we're going to have Kevin Nash. When we saw him Raw, he left with Laurinaitis. Yep. So I'm thinking Laurinaitis is going to bring him into the arena. He's going to have his involvement, but to screw who? Because obviously he's had that ball out with Triple H now, and he's had that hatred of Punk.
The one thing I don't like about this is you haven't really established a heel in this thing, and I think they really did need to establish Triple H as a heel, in my opinion.
Well, they tried to make Punk look one after hitting Triple H with the mic.
But I think that the whole point of this is to make CM Punk look like a face, and I just really wish they'd make Triple H into a heel, like they did with, say, Vince McMahon or something. Especially if they're going to go down that route. This match, it will be good. I have no doubt this will be good. Punk is a great worker. Triple H is a great worker. Who do you expect to win, though?
If we are right about this Kevin Nash, I'm seeing if they are going to make Triple H heel, they'll probably make Triple H and Kevin Nash still friends and turn on Punk. I think that's the way they should do it, because I don't really think, unless they want to really do a swerve with the storyline and have like Triple H resigning and then someone like John Laurinaitis coming in, unless they want to do that, then they should really make Triple H win, and then you can carry this feud on to maybe Survivor Series, because we know it's not going to continue to WrestleMania now, so at least they can continue it to a big pay-per-view and have the big blow-off then, which eventually will put CM Punk over as their major babyface. So this match, again, rounded up as the main event, again, it's going to answer a lot of questions, and I'm thinking, if this match turns out to be as big as we do, it's going to make us want to watch Raw.
Yeah, of course. So overall, we've gone through all the matches now. Overall thoughts on how you think this pay-per-view may go? Do you think it'll be a good pay-per-view?
Well, at the very beginning, I said it's just a throwaway one. But some of these matches, I think were just made just for the last minute.
Yeah.
And I think, again, some matches will be interesting, good to see. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't think this has got enough building hype to it.
I think this pay-per-view, even though it's called Night of Champions, has been built around the main event, which hasn't really got a championship involved in it. But I think, depending on how well the main event goes, this will determine how good the pay-per-view is, in my opinion, because we know the main event is the most pivotal part of the show. A lot of these matches, like you said, I don't really have too much interest in. Like, the two mid-card title matches, although they'll be good, have got little build behind them. Del Rio and Cena, I'm not really looking forward to at all. But there's some matches in there I do want to see. So I guess for me, it swings and roundabouts really. It could be I predict it will be a C show, maybe a B- show at max, probably in my opinion.
Well, the good thing I like about it is that we are going to get new champions by the end of the night. I can probably guarantee that.
Hopefully.
And the other thing is, maybe we'll get surprised. I always say that on every pay-per-view. Maybe there'll be one surprise somewhere. So all I can say is that hopefully you will enjoy this pay-per-view as much as we will.
Yes, because we're getting it for free, aren't we, on Sky Sports? Hooray for UK 1 AM start times. But anyway, make sure you guys get your comments on the Night Champions pay-per-view down below. Give us your thoughts and let us know what you think is going to happen at this pay-per-view. And NJ, will you take us off from this video?
Yes. Okay, it's been it for Mr. Parker. That's this guy here. And me, this guy here, NJ. What's up? Goodbye.
From the Men in Black.